Rapids High School Girls Hockey Senior Night. Tonight we are gathered to honor this year's senior players and celebrate those who have supported them. Behind every great hockey player are their freezing yet beaming parents, family, and friends. Join us in recognizing the parents and the student athletes that make up CPCR Hockey. Let's get started with number 8, Nola Milton. Nola is escorted by her parents, Abe and Lori. Her favorite memory are all the out-of-town tournaments, staying in hotels and team sleepovers. Nola will miss seeing her friends and favorite people play every day. Next year, Nola plans to attend Grand Canyon University for exercise science. Let's give a big round of applause for number 8, senior Nola Milton. Up next to the ice is number 14, Evelyn Erzbo. Evelyn is escorted by her parents, Roger and Rachel. One of her favorite hockey memories is playing with Riley. Evelyn will miss singing in the locker room with her teammates. Next year, Evelyn plans to study animal science at the University of Wisconsin, River Falls. That's number 14, Evelyn Erzbo. Our next senior is number 18, Allie Pagin. Allie is accompanied by her parents, Tom and Tracy. Her favorite memory from hockey is the 10U bus trip to Roseau. Allie will miss all the out-of-town tournaments and seeing the girls every day who she grew up with. Next year, Allie plans to go to college, actually at the University of Iowa, to study pharmacy. Congratulations, Allie Pagin. Next on the ice is senior captain, number 19, Taylor Zahalka.
Slipping through my fingers all the time, I try to capture every minute. The feeling, slipping through my fingers all the time. Do I really see what's in her mind? Each time I think I'm close to knowing, she keeps on growing, slipping through my fingers all the time.
Taylor is being escorted by her parents, Greg and Laurie. Her favorite memory is the many out-of-town tournaments she participated in with her teams over the years. Taylor will miss seeing her friends every day at hockey, and next year, Taylor plans on attending Grand Canyon University, where she will continue to play hockey. Senior captain number 19, Taylor Zahalka. And now, captain number 20, Lily McKenzie.
You leave home, you move on, you do the best you can. I got lost in this old world and forgot who I am. I thought if I could touch this place so free, this brokenness inside me might start healing. Out here till I got someone.
Lily is being escorted by her parents, Jason and Lana, and her sister, Brianna, and brother-in-law, Corey. Her special memories of hockey are the many bus rides to games and away tournaments, shooting pucks with Avery and Tessa, and car rides to and from the rink. Lily will miss all the girls she grew up with playing hockey and creating once-in-a-lifetime bonds with. Next year, Lily will be attending the University of Wisconsin River Falls, where she will continue her hockey career along with studying business. That's senior captain Lily McKenzie. Up next, number 26, Kenna Schmidt. Kenna is being accompanied today by her parents, Dave and Sarah. Her favorite hockey memory is during summer hockey tournaments, when she would get up to spend all day with her two best friends. Kenna will miss seeing her friends every day. Kenna's plans for next year are currently decided, but her future is bright. Number 26, Kenna Schmidt. And now number 27, Isabel Rocha.
Hoping you take that jump and don't feel the fall. Hoping the water rises, you tomorrow. Hoping the crowd screams out, screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose.
Isabel is escorted by her parents, Jason and Kim. Her special memory of hockey are the bus rides and out-of-town games. Isabel will miss seeing her girls every day. Next year, Isabel plans to attend a 4-year university, but her plans are yet to be decided. Certainly, her future is bright. Number 27, Isabel Rocha. Our next senior is number 30, Grace Lund.
You sound like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. Let me fall and wrap me with this light. This is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we're a start of getting old and made us restless. It was just like a movie.
Grace is escorted by her brother, Nathan Lund, her mom, Jenna Steck, and her dad and stepmom, Rob and Heather Lund. Her special memory is when she forgot her entire hockey bag for a tournament, an hour away, and not realizing it until she got to the rink. Grace says she will miss seeing the girls every day, who she has played with for so many years, and especially Shay Shay. Grace is undecided for plans for high school next year. That's number 30, Grace Lund. Now coming onto the ice is number 34, Maddie Wasrell.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe. Some these would be the good old days. All the love I can't forget, and all these reckless nights you regret. Something in your whole life's gonna change. You miss the magic of these good old days.
Maddie is accompanied by her parents, Phil and Wendy. Her favorite hockey memory is getting the privilege of learning how to play her goalie position from watching her older brother at the rink. She will miss playing with the girls she has grown up with and spending every moment of the season with Grace. Maddie's plans next year are to continue playing hockey at the University of Wisconsin-Superior, majoring in pre-medicine and focusing on nursing. It's number 34, Maddie Wasdrell. And our final senior to honor today, number 33, Olivia Foth. Olivia is joined on the ice today by her parents, Justin and Kim, and her sisters, Mia and Marnie. Her favorite hockey memory is winning third place this season at the Capocia Hockey Tournament, as well as any time she helps coach. Olivia will miss having fun on the ice with the people she grew up with. She's planning to go to community college next year with hopefully an apprenticeship and a tattoo shop. That's number 33, Olivia Foth. And now, hockey fans, here are your class of 2025 Champlin Park Coon Rapids girls hockey seniors, and we do wish them well.
Always knew this day would come. We'd be standing one by one, with our future in our hands. So many dreams, so many plans. I always knew after all these years, there'd be laughter, there'd be tears. I never thought I'd walk away with so much joy, with so much pain.
clutching hand, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good.
Welcome to the Coon Rapids Ice Center for CTN's live coverage of girls high school hockey. It's the regular season finale as the Champlin Park Coon Rapids squad welcomes section rival Mounds View Irondale. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro, and Jerry Grant up above. And Jerry, an opportunity for CPCR to really have a big game and go into the playoffs with some momentum.
Hey, if you win this game, 16 wins. Now that's pretty impressive for any team, so hopefully they can get that done. But Mounds View is going to be a team that beat North Wright County earlier in the year. Howie and I talked about that, so can't overlook them.
And you can't sit on the fact that they played them last year, and the CPCR squad beat Mounds View Irondale overtime 5-4. So you're right, you can't take them lightly.
Well, and I was going to say, one of the problems for the CPCR team so far is not being able to really put away those teams that they should be able to. They'll dominate shots on goal, but not able to finish. They need to be able to finish moving forward, because after this game, it all means a lot. And a little bit of added distraction tonight, of course, senior night, last chance for a lot of seniors to play here at the Crick.
Yeah, including all 3 goaltenders.
And we'll see if we get more than one. If Coon Rapids Champlin Park is having the game they like, they certainly hope to. But on the flip side, this is a team in Mounds View Irondale that had lost or it had not had a win in 9 straight games before a win on Thursday. But not a team that's going to put up a huge number of points. But Sarah Johnson has had a nice season.
Well, Sarah Johnson, when I talked to Coach Miller, guys, she's the power forward for this team. She's smart, she's crafty, 16 goals, 14 assists. She's the one player that I know that the CPCR squad's going to keep an eye on. But it'll be interesting to see if she's a good player. When they started the season, she set out a line with 2 freshmen to teach them what it's like to start at the varsity level. She is that kind of leader.
Well, and for CPCR, it seems fitting to touch on one of the seniors. They've got a bunch of them, and one of them has been here doing her job, maybe a little less flashy than others of her classmates, but getting the job done, a 4-year letter winner on the blue line, Nola Milton.
Yeah, Nola, she's played great on the blue line. She does a lot for the team. She moves the puck quick. And she even has 12 assists and 1 goal, so she's adding some points from the blue line, which always helps the team. And we look forward to her having a good game today and ultimately to the playoffs.
Well, it's the last chance to tune it up before the postseason. The Cardinals, or the Bluebirds, and the Mustangs drop the puck next on CTN.
The North Suburban Home Show celebrates 25 years of all things home improvement. Connect with local experts for remodeling ideas and money-saving tips. It's everything for your home, inside and out. The North Suburban Home Show is Saturday, March 8th, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Andover YMCA Community Center. Meet more than 100 exhibitors and be inspired. Bathrooms, bedrooms, lighting, flooring, kitchens, home tech, landscaping, roofing, windows, and more. Plus free one-on-one advice from an architect. Don't miss the North Suburban Home Show, March 8th at the Andover Community Center. Admission is free. Sponsored by the cities of Andover, Anoka, Coon Rapids, and the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce.
Back at the creek, just about ready to get this one underway. CPCR right now sitting in third place in Section 5 AA standings. However, they have a better section record and won the head-to-head match with Maple Grove, who is just ahead of them. So a sizable victory here this afternoon, and a strong argument could be had for Coach Gutterman and his staff to get up to the number 2 seed.
Yeah, and they'll have to make that argument and push it.
Yeah, I think so, and I think Coach Gutty is planning on doing just that. But they got to get a win here.
And they need a good win today.
Yeah.
Well, and as it sits right now, their likely opponent would be Rogers, a team they've beaten twice, but they've dominated shots on goal and not gotten the finishes in both of those wins. Just a 2-1 winner last time they faced one another a couple weeks ago. I think SLPC outshot them 45-13.
Something like that, yeah. Something right in that.
Something very lopsided.
41-13 maybe, I don't know. Whatever it is, it was by a large margin.
And didn't they play Rogers last year? Can't remember. Have to look that up in the stats book there.
This one played indirect out to center. Left there where it's scooped up by Sydney Bernovic. Bernovic spins out of the corner. Head up, looks out to the point. Zahalka will play it down and around. Scooped up by Semling off the end board. Out to Milton. It hops over her stick and out to center. She'll be pressured there by Kepke. Gets it turned around. Bowden at the blue line. Gets it in. She's peeled off the puck. First one there in the corner is Hagan. Plays it up the board. Good stop there by Zahalka. Retreating with it is Maria Walsh. Plays it around near side. Waiting for it is Kepke. Gets it out to center as Swegan sends it across. It's deflected up and does stay in. It looked like it might get into the bench and now played into the zone by Rocha. Stepping up as Swegan. She gets into the zone. Plays it in on goal. Stick to the corner by Messner. Rocha along the end line trying to feed it back to Reed. It's intercepted and back the other way comes Mounds View Irondale. Going wide is Claire Milbert. Her shot turned away by Wastrel. Wilbert tricked up along the end boards, but no call. SLPCR on the breakout. It gets away from Rocha. She continues to pressure into the zone. 1v4 as her line mates get a change behind her. Lily McKenzie in to pick up on the forecheck. Good stick there from Eswegan. Mounds View Irondale able to get it out to center and play it down to the CPCR end. Eswegan heads up, plays it behind for Alphen, gets it right back, slipped between her skates. McKenzie will flip it back to Eswegan, makes a move and skates to center. Bernovic down the right wing. Trying to drag it through a defender, lost the handle, got tied up. Semling recovers out to McKenzie, her shot wide. Zahalka pushes it back deep into the corner. McKenzie challenges along the end board, but Hagan able to get through it. Intercepted now by Semling, out to the point. Shot from Zahalka, save, puck loose out front. Poked, prodded at, and finally the whistle blows. And we'll have a face-off in the Mounds View Irondale end.
Good. I like seeing that. Zahalka gets an open lane, puts the puck on the net, and they crash, and then Howie almost get a rebound on that and get a goal.
Yeah, one of the things Coach Miller said to me, he said, if we're going to be successful tonight, guys, we're going to have to really limit that first line. And most coaches say that against this squad, but she goes, she doesn't feel that, you know, she's got a pretty good first line, but they have to also contribute. But really, they have to stop that big three from CPCR.
Yeah, well, every time they've been beaten, that's what's happened.
Yep.
And when you play Minnetonka, they can shut you down.
Yeah, no, they definitely can do that.
Well, but at the same time, their last matchup against Centennial Spring Lake Park showed their ability to play right with the best teams in the state.
Yeah, they had a
They've
good
just
game
got to
that
be
night.
able to do it again consistently for 51 minutes. Sarah Johnson bumped off it by Zahalka. Sticked away by Wastrel. Johnson recovers. She had 5 points in the 6-0 win over Hudson on Thursday. Top of the circle's a shot deflected up over the net. Pageant behind the net. Plays it to herself. Long cross ice pass out of the reach of Bowden. Icing waved off. It's going to come right in on Messner anyway. CPCR getting a line change. Pass a little behind, but gets out to Zenner. Zahalka will recover off the near boards. Tried to get it deep. That was poked at. Reed trying to force it deeper. Now sent in to the corner by Zahalka. Right back out comes Moundsview Iredale. So Milbert trying to get around the corner on the right side. Had it poked away from her by Zahalka. Milton sweeps it around. Roca lost the handle. Now able to poke it out to center. Stopped up there by Harold. Back into the zone. Got away from Zahalka. Centering pass from Metz. Nobody there in a visiting jersey. McKenzie picks it up. Gains speed. Angled off it well by Simones, but CPR's able to get it right back to her, and McKenzie with speed into the zone. Low angle shot. Stopped up, and then the rebound cleared to the corner. Bernovic recovers for the home squad. Top of the circles. She'll shoot. That hits a skate and ends up in the corner. Moundsview Irondale to the line. Oswego holds momentarily. Now poked out. Bernovic will track it down back in her own end. Play it off behind. Pageant will bring it back near side. The pass spun Semling around. Icing waved off as Hagen could have touched it. Hagen recovers, blows a tire in the corner. Semling plays it out to the point. Pageant back to Semling. Walking in, a shot and a save by Messner to the corner.
That was a good shot. Semling had a little more room on the far side, but she decided to go short side, and the goaltender got the blocker on it.
Word to the wise for Moundsview Irondale, don't give her that opportunity
No.
too often.
She will make you pay.
McKenzie providing the pressure, chasing Johnson back into the corner. Johnson sends it ahead. That's deflected by Pitson. Pass off the skates of McKenzie, and Pitson carries into the zone. Tipped off her stick and then sent back into the corner. Easton coming to provide the forecheck pressure. Callie Lane worked it up the boards, played across. Collecting it off the near side is Kepke into the zone. Stops up, kicks it back to the line for Friedman. Friedman hands off for Simones. She's chased into the corner and squeezed there by Alford. Loose puck collected by Easton. Back against the grain. Bounces off the stick of Pitson. Sent right back into the CPCR end. Right back to Pitson. And then Easton into the midst of a line change. Just sends it in on net so she can get a change of her own. Moundsview Irondale can't get the pass to click. That'll be icing. And fresh legs on the ice for CPCR. An offensive faceoff. 10:34 to go in a scoreless first period.
Well, Howie, they're having a little problem handling the puck right now. The passes are there, not able to get their head up, look for the next pass sometimes, bobbling it a little bit. See Tammy Miller, coach for MVI. So they have to kind of just settle in and start making some passes click.
Well, you know, and I think they really, what Coach Gutty said, we want to be aggressive in our offensive end. We want to attack, and that's what they're going to try and do here.
Yeah, they need to.
Yep.
Centering look off that end board was broken up, and that's a good thing for MVI because Marissa Peterson was just inside the hash marks with some open room.
There's head coach Gutty, Todd Gutterman. Joe and I had an opportunity to go talk with him before, and
Good.
yeah, he's pretty excited about tonight.
Peterson comes away with a steal in the corner, battling a couple of Mustangs. It's poked in deeper by Milton, played back out into the slot. Milton steps up, can't get through all of the sticks. Stepping up this time is Zahalka. She finds a little room on the left wing, then lost the handle as she tried to cut back, played to the line. Milton, couple of deflections, ends up wide. Peterson recovers, trying to get it out to Milton, pokes it around one Moundsview player, and now out to center, and Milton will send it back in deep.
Yeah, Milton did a good job holding the puck in, and McKenzie covered for her, so that's good team effort there.
Dahl had it taken away by Semling, who stops up in the corner. Out to the point, Alphen, top of the circle, shot deflected. And Messner may have gotten a piece of it before it went wide. Sent into the far corner, Milbert to the line, but not out. His shot deflected and ends up wide from Pageant. Semling can't shovel it into the corner. Moundsview able to get it back out to center. turned around quickly, and that is offside.
Yep, just a little bit too much pace on the puck, and Semling was still in the zone, and they were not able to get back and touch up.
But spending a lot of time at the offensive end so far. Not a ton of shots, just 4.
But this just the one so far for MVI. But you're right, though. Their key is to spend as much time as they can down in that other end.
Kelly Alphen will track it down behind the net.
What's that?
There's no sound on YouTube.
Oh, there's no. All right.
Dump back in deep. Alphen reverses near corner. Semling waits for it. Now sends it back out of the reach of Alphen. Pitson catches up with it. Bumped off her stick. McKenzie can't control. Alphen can. Alphen through a little bit of traffic into the zone. Skating wide to the corner. Stops up looking for help. She's there battling a couple of opponents. Played back around to the other side.
Probably a rough, I suppose. Yep, roughing.
Yep, she was on the bad end of a double team. Let a little frustration out, and the referee saw it.
Yeah, put her arm out and gave her a little push there, and the referee decided to call that. So get the kill-out penalty, and the last time out, the difference in the game was Andover scored 2 power play goals in the third period to win that game. Yeah, there's a little extra rub in the head.
Yeah, when you see that throw that punch, then it lands. So an opportunity now for MVI to see what they can do on the power play.
Yeah, well, they're hanging in there.
Oh, it's going to be 5-on-3. And Milbert was trying to cut out front, drew the hook from Oswego, and 146
Yikes.
Of the 2-player advantage.
Well, this is the type of stuff that'll get you in trouble, not only today, but your next game, which is a playoff game, and you don't want to be doing this type of thing.
Well, not this time of the year, for sure.
Yeah, it'll cause some problems, and it might end your season. So you have to kind of tighten up and be a little more disciplined with your sticks and your gloves.
This is true.
Well, I think Oswego's, no question about it. I'm not.
Yeah, the first one.
I don't know about that as a rough. Battling for some possession.
Well, if the MVI players do the same thing, you'd hope they'd call the same little tap with the glove.
Sure.
Well, yeah.
But a big opportunity for the visitors, as we were just talking about, only had 1 shot on goal to this point. Milton gets to it, can't get it out of the zone. Shot from the face-off dot for Johnson, swallowed up by Wastrel.
And that moving that puck around to the point, and again, just getting a shot clean shot in on net.
Yeah, you'd think they'd want to get the puck to Johnson with her 16 goals.
Yeah.
She's got a powerful shot. She's a strong player, big player.
Face-off win for Brnovic. Milton trying to go against the grain, tied up behind the net. Numbers wins the puck. Lane at the point, plays it across. Johnson has to collect it off the board. Staying with her is Milton all the way to the near corner. Johnson will play it behind. Maria Walsh poked at, pressured, turns it over.
Oh, it's too bad. A little bump off the board of the breakaway.
Lane able to break it up, though. Johnson looking for a backdoor feed. Nobody there. Brnovic tied up, but Johnson gets the puck. It's in close, a save and a cover for Wastrel.
Well, Johnson made a nice little move to clear some space for herself, but MVI is doing a really nice job of just controlling it down in CPCR's, and they cannot get an opportunity to clear the puck, and it alleviates some of that pressure.
Well, they're holding a good triangle, but when they have the opportunity to chase a player and corner and get her out of position and limit her space, they're doing a good job with that. Just like that right there.
Good stick from Tessa Bowden to break up the feed to the point. Now they get it out to Buck. Her shot is wide, around on the far side. Friedman. Her pass deflected by Semling. Stepping in, Friedman, her shot blocked. Great stick there from Zaholka. Bowden pressuring the puck. Back into the corner, Zaholka. There to pressure Hagen. Tie her up. Centering pass doesn't click, goes all the way back down. And that'll do it for the first penalty And take us down inside of 15 seconds remaining on the power play for Mounds View Irondale.
Yeah, well, pressure does that. They'll cough the puck up, put it in the wrong spot by panicking.
Simone slowed, coughs up the puck. Tied up there, and that'll do it for penalty number 2, and we're back to full strength. Under 6 minutes remaining, still no score in this first period. It's the regular season finale. 2-5 double-A team shot. Deflected out front by Aubrey Cummins, but ends up wide in the corner. CPCR plays it out to center, pokes it along, turned around back in by Callie Lane. That pass was behind Lily McKenzie, or maybe she would have had a chance to get in on a breakaway.
Just a little bit off. Again, that's a bad angle for the pass. You're better off putting it off the boards, let it bounce into space so she can skate on it, because it's almost impossible to catch that with your back to the puck and on your backhand. Little things that aren't clicking right now.
You can't make a bad pass to a good player.
Yeah, you can, but that one was a bad pass. There you go.
That shot blocked at the point by Semling. Semling trying to get going, flipped it past the defender, too much on it. Coming out to jump on top of it, Maddie Mesner.
Well, Mesner made sure that she jumped on top of that puck when 29 is coming, or 21 is coming at you. You want to make sure you cover up and not give her an opportunity. But
a little chip and
just a little too much.
Pace.
Yep. But you got to give credit to CPCR for fighting off those 2 power play opportunities.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Anytime you kill a 5-on-3,
Yep.
that's major.
For a minute 45,
yep.
no less.
Yep.
Semling, top of the zone, plays it across. Oswegan spins, pressured by Milbert, back across. Pageant. Her shot got through the traffic, bouncing around out front, poked at Mesner. Able to stay in front of it and hold for the face-off. As Semling, or McKenzie rather, is
roughed up a little bit.
Pushed to the ice.
Now you get chippy a little bit in front when you're fighting for an opportunity, and that puck is standing around there. You got to make sure you try and poke it in.
Yeah, that's how you score those grease pan goals. Get right in there.
You got a penalty.
What happened?
A penalty? Yep, on MVI.
Well, there we go. We'll get a power play for the CPCR team.
And one of the keys that Coach Sammy Miller says, we have to be much better on our penalty kill. So we'll see what happens here. That's one area of her game she said they need improvement on.
Face-off win for CPCR. Bernovic up top. And now Semling into the middle, redirected toward the net by Bowden, then collects it back behind. Bernovic to Semling, a shot, and that deflects up and over, and it will come back out to center on the far side. Bernovic spinning away from Johnson. Johnson staying with her. Bernovic into the zone, down the left wing, into the corner and behind. Leaves it off there for McKenzie. Out front looking for the redirect for Oswegan. Couldn't get a stick on it. Tied up well. Down low with it now is Semling. Stops up behind the net. Playing it out to the point. Too much on it. Too wide. And Bernovic will chase it all the way back to the CPCR end.
Yeah, she had a player kind of shadowing the wall over there.
Yep.
It wasn't high enough, so didn't have the point presence she needed. Had every head up and look.
Pass deflected ahead to Kylie Oswegan. Oswegan will skate in right down the middle. The deke went off a skate, collected by Pitson, played toward the net by Zaholka, turned away by Mesner. I'm not sure she even knew it was there.
I don't think she did.
No, I don't think so either.
Milton, the shot, stick saved by Mesner. And now Mounds View able to send it the length of the ice as Nadia Buck gets to it. Milton behind her own net, under 30 seconds left in the power play. Alphen back across. The Hulk got spun around by the pass. Will recover, skate cross ice, stay out of the reach of Nadia Buck. To center, Buck continues to pressure, coughs up the puck. Hagen can't get the clear. Poked free by Easton momentarily. Zaholka digs it loose, trying to center. That's blocked. Puck stays loose behind the net. Penalty is over. Just two shots on the power play for CPCR. But no score, and we're under 3 minutes to go. And that's not going to get a penalty?
Wow.
That was a pretty solid hit from Anna Pitson.
Yeah, she just kind of put her body in front of her, and she ran into her a little bit, but also a little force of the back end. It was a back end play.
Sent back to the. I don't. It was a pretty violent collision for girls hockey to not get a call. A turnover out front. McKenzie point blank. Mesner able to make the save. McKenzie battling for space out front, sent Hagen to the ice, and the Mounds View fans are incensed with 2 non-calls in a row for the home squad. This one flipped in by Milbert, got behind the defense, got dragged down, and will draw the penalty. Will it be a power or a penalty shot?
I wouldn't.
They will say no. That's 2 minutes for slashing. And Kylie Oswego in the box for the second time already here in this first period.
Well, you know, we talked about earlier in the game how CPCR needed to realize that this team came here to play today. It's their last. Yeah, that looked like a check.
Yeah,
that looked like
it definitely looked like a check.
Your normal check going in forward, it was going in backward. Mounds View Irondale is playing a good game. They're getting ready. Their goaltender looks sharp. She's making good saves.
Mesner's made some big saves through traffic. CPCR getting a lot of bodies in front, making it difficult for her to see, but
and Mounds View Irondale is in the same section here, so they want to win this game to go into the section
ready to face
Absolutely.
this one off. The net was about 2.5 feet off of the goal line, and
it would have been an interesting one if they would have scored. No goal.
No goal.
Mounds View able to win the draw, get it back to the point to set it up. Johnson will send it down low on the backhand. Walsh flips it around. Milbert collects off the boards, tipped away from her by Lily McKenzie. And a foot race to the other end. McKenzie wins it, drops it back. Bernavik, stop point blank. In deep as the third. It was Nola Milton, but able to hustle back. And CPCR disrupts at center. Milton has the puck back in their end. And here's McKenzie in. She's got Bernavik out front again. She's going to draw a penalty. Bernavik trying to jam it home. It does.
Wow.
A shorthanded tally for CPCR.
Good patience by Sydney.
With the delayed penalty as well.
Yeah, Sydney just took her time. She didn't get the first one to go the way she wanted to, but she hung on with the puck and saw the goalie was out of position, just reached and got that puck out front.
Yeah, that's
just
just good strength to make sure she controlled that puck, and again a nice
nice pass to get.
There's where the penalty occurred, but again just a great job staying with it and able to poke it in.
Yeah, goaltender got out of position because she came out to make that save and slid by her goaltending area, and that left it wide open for Bernavik, who saw that and got the puck and corralled it and put it in for, what would that be, Holly? She's got a lot of points.
That would be her 12th goal, 44th point.
Yeah, wow.
Mackenzie's
a nice
21st assist and 44th point. Those two tied.
Well,
just 4 points behind team leader June Semling.
136 points now for that line.
Whew, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's a lot of points.
Alphen sends it back in behind. Pressure coming. Easton able to get the steal behind the net. Got support down there from Semling. Tried to send it behind. Good step up there from Alphen to break up the pass just inside the blue line. Another good stick. And CPCR continues to be incredibly aggressive, shorthanded.
Well, that's their moniker. They disrupt play, and that works for them.
Behind the net, battling is Semling, tied up, able to kick it free. Chance through traffic for Nadia Buck. May have been going high, but it's gloved and held by Maddie Wastrel.
Yeah, we'll give it the benefit of the doubt there. We didn't. Might have made it to the post and hit it. Or see it again here. Good battle by Mounds. You just kind of staying with it. Yeah, it's close. A little physicality here in this first period.
Back to the point for Lane. Back down low and now back to Lane up top. Her shot blocked by Bernavik into the corner. And we're going to have a Mounds View Irondale Penalty out front, battling for position. A slash is called. Anna Kepke, one of their top face-off specialists, headed to the box.
Well, some of that physical play is getting some of the Mounds View players and parents frustrated, so it's got to kind of keep your composure as well, because you're playing a good game so far. You were tied, just finally gave up the first goal,
So we'll play on 4-on-4 for another 10 seconds, and then just a couple of seconds of power play for CPCR here in this first period. But they'll have about $1.45 almost on the power play to start period number 2. Bernovic forces it in deep. Buzzer sounds. A couple of players end up in a heap. And it's a Bernovic shorthanded goal late in the period. The difference in that first period.
yeah.
CPCR up by 1, and now down on the bench with head coach Todd Gutterman is Howie Shapiro. Howie?
Coach, we talked about this matchup coming into this game, and they're a 4-win team, but they're a scrappy team. Did a nice job getting that shorthanded goal at the end to get the 1-0 lead. Your thoughts going into the second period?
We just got to keep the pressure on. They are scrappy. They do a great job of getting in our way, and I can tell my team's getting a little frustrated. So we got to get them to control their emotions and just stick to our game plan and keep getting pucks to the net.
You have the advantage. You're going to start the second period on a power play. What do you talk to the girls in regards to that going into the second?
We got to simplify our power play. I keep telling them it should be pass, shot, and they keep wanting to get too cute. I don't even know if we had a shot on that first power play. Maybe 1 or 2 late in it, but we got to get more pucks to the net when we have that man advantage.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second. We'll take a break and break down that first period right after this.
Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center. First intermission. Champlin Park, Coon Rapids, a 1-0 lead against Mounds View Irondale. And this year is exactly what we talked about coming in. Is another team that on paper CPCR far superior to, not able to convert on their opportunities and not able to put them away early.
Yeah, and they're running into a hot goaltender. I mean, coming out, playing her crease well, blocking shots as far as getting her body in the right position, challenging shooters. When you have a goalie that's doing that, you got to find a way to beat her with rebounds and moving the puck side to side. See if that happens in the second.
Well, and they will have a great opportunity with just under 1:45 on the power play, but Mounds View Irondale, really 5 of their 8 shots in that first period, 3 of their 5 shots in that first period on the power play. CPCR nearly poked the keeper and the puck in on one of their opportunities, and they've been buzzing in the area. Credit to Mounds View Irondale really clogging up the slot and not allowing the keeper to get a lot of great, long shots in or great looks. And shorthanded, CPCR able to force it through. Lily McKenzie had drawn the penalty, but Bernovic able to stick with it, tuck it in behind the keeper. Shorthanded goal late, and a 1-0 lead.
Howie, what stands out in that stat sheet?
On the 0-for-3 on the power play. Absolutely. And you know, guys, you look at the fact that shorty that they scored, 13th of the year, by the way, maybe gives them that impetus coming out in the second period on the power play as well. So, this is a team that we should probably score 4 or 5 goals against, and maybe that'll give that springboard effect to that.
Well, and again, they not only 0-for-3 killing off all 3 power plays, we talked about it all season. Special teams not paying off quite as well as CPCR would like, but not only were 0-for able to kill off all 3, but about 1:45 of that was 5-on-3.
Yep. Yeah, the 5-on-3 was huge to kill that, and then to get the shorthanded goal. And, they just got to keep going, get that first period behind them, and come on, pick up their speed a little more in the second, and things should work out for them.
And now all rested and ready to go on a power play with their top guns.
That'll help. Yeah, we'll see what happens with the goaltending situation here.
But in Mounds View Irondale has again done a nice job of clogging up the middle in the zone, keeping CPCR wide and not giving their top players a lot of great looks.
Yeah, and that was the game plan coming in. I'm sure you got to just kind of tighten up in your own end, cover the middle of the rink, let them move the puck around the outside. If they get a point shot in once in a while, that's okay.
Well, if they can score on the power play, it'll give them a little more momentum going up 2-0 coming into the second period, knowing how important this game is for them.
Oh, it is. You got to get ready to go.
Off the draw, Johnson racing in shorthanded, a blocker save for Wastrel, collected by Bernovic.
Yeah, she's a good hockey player.
Well, that's what Coach Gutty said to me. He was walking one way, I was walking out. He looked at me and said, number 11's a pretty good player.
Yeah, she is.
Semling drops it off. Bernovic walking in. A shot stopped up by Mesner. Played back out front. She's able to get on top of it.
Yeah, just what Coach Gutty said to you, Howie. Simplify, pucks to the point, open player, shoot the puck, crash.
Yep. I mean, you don't want to continue to pass it around. You want to, if you get an opportunity, as you always say, put one to the house, good things happen.
Yeah, just get it on net. You can overpass sometimes, and usually that just puts you right back into the traffic.
Yep.
But again, her ability to track through traffic has been quite impressive, and they're going to fix the penalty clock because Coon Rapids
it's over.
Still had 1:43 on their power play, and
there we go.
They did the math quickly and said, that's not quite right.
Well, yeah, that's the fastest clock I've seen in a long time. You wish that clock went that fast at work sometimes, don't you, Howie?
Always, actually.
1:17 remaining on the power play. Tie up off the draw. Bowden able to win it back, leaving it for Bernovic. A little miscommunication. Now Bernovic able to find herself some space. Leave it off for Semling. All the way across. McKenzie walks in. Pad save Mesner. Long rebound. Bernovic thought about the shot. Hands it off for Semling instead. Back to Bernovic from the top. That's deflected up and over. Poked into the corner, and the clear will skip all the way down for Milbert.
Right idea, just a bounce that went towards the green jersey, and they were able to clear it out.
Long pass for Semling, bounces away from Bowden, but right back to Semling. Racing in, her shot stopped up by Mesner.
Yeah, Mesner's on it.
Well, yeah, you talked about that, Jerry. Mesner's really playing a good game, especially against a high-scoring team, the potential to be a high-scoring team that she's facing.
I like how she comes out the top of her blue paint and challenges shots.
She challenges, for sure.
McKenzie dancing through in tight backhand. Mesner another save and able to cover and get a whistle as the CPCR sticks continued to poke away.
Well, what did we talk about? The one thing they need to do in the second period to use their speed, and they are now, and it's making a difference.
Well, 5 shots on this power play.
Just a great move to get past her.
90 seconds.
Hits the post.
Just got a little ahead of it and wasn't able to make that last move to go over to the
I know, that was an awfully quick whistle. I didn't see it. I didn't see really where it stopped, but maybe I'm wrong. But
Pitson tying up in the corner. Final few seconds of the power play. Easton pokes it free out to Alphen. That shot misses wide. The power play over. Still a 1-0 lead for the home team. Loose puck skips to Mounds View Irondale. Good step up by Alphen to keep it in the zone. Shoveled down into the corner. Easton gets there first, spins away from pressure, out to Bowden, or Alphen rather. Her shot into traffic, comes free to Johnson. Johnson trying to get speed the other way. Good stick from Nola Milton to tip it away from her.
Nice job. She let her kind of get closer and closer, and she sprung that stick out in the poke check. Well done.
Really well done. I was watching her the whole time. She just played it so nicely.
Breakout 2-on-1.
Buck controls across the line, flips it out in the skates of Johnson, and a great stick check from Wastrel as she got in alone. Good hold at the line from Adi. Behind her own net is Semling, gets it ahead for Avery Anderson. Anderson into the zone, sends it wide. Mounds View able to get it out right in front of the CPCR bench. Roca sends it back in. Top line getting back on the ice. Bernovic trying to break it up. It forced into the zone by Mia Simones. She's tied up. Bernovic able to force it out to center. Chopped off the stick of Cummins. Into the corner. Kept away from Semling. McKenzie had it momentarily. Semling back to the point. A Sweegan shot is blocked. Skating it out is Simone. She's pressured from Bernovic. Bernovic comes away with the puck. Gets through a little bit of traffic, a big collision, and this is going to be a penalty against June Semling.
Yeah, interference.
Simone's went down hard.
Yeah,
and she is still on the ice.
No, they crossed paths, and that was quite a collision again.
Unless she came down on her elbow.
She came down real hard.
Really hard, but I don't know if it was on her elbow.
Well, we'll see, but yeah, that's definitely one of those that trainers went right out to take a look, which is good.
Referees are discussing it, but they have put 2 minutes on the board, so
let's hope she's okay.
Yeah, when a player does go down the ice, you have to talk a little bit about if it's more than a 2.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's a rough game. You don't want to see any kids get hurt.
Especially, we talk about it all the time. You don't want ever to see a kid miss any part of the high school sports experience, but especially as you're closing in on playoff time. We don't have years listed on the Mounds View Irondale roster here, but
yeah, I got a couple of seniors on my list, but I don't know what number we got there.
It's Simmons or Simones.
Simones.
Number 8.
Yep.
She's an underclass person. She's not a senior. I know that. Well, that's the thing. I mean, collisions happen, but
They do.
Your job out there as a player is to try to avoid them. I know sometimes things happen fast, and out of your blind spot, you might run into somebody, but you try to make sure you don't do that without the puck around. So, yeah, she's going to go to the locker room.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
Well, maybe we'll take her to the bench so we can keep an eye on her.
Coach Miller out there checking on her player.
And that's good. Let the people with the skates escort her over there because they're not going to fall down on shoes.
This is true.
Seen that before.
Take another look at that.
There it is.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like a pick. Yeah, she could have avoided that. But
that was a tough one.
Well, it was two players turning to the same spot on the ice, and it's unfortunate. It will be a penalty. I'm assuming they're calling it a check. I did not hear the
interference or a check, one would think.
Either way, CPCR finds himself having to kill off another penalty. Mounds View Irondale hoping that their player is not significantly injured.
Yeah, and they're hoping to set up their power play and tie the game.
Brnovic got spun around, but it was in the ref's skates, so stayed right there for her. Johnson had it poked away. Milton able to send it the length of the ice.
Yeah, good job by Milton stepping up, knowing who the player was going to that puck. Their star player wants to carry it.
Lane's pass behind Johnson, broken up by Brnovic. There to support as McKenzie steps around a defender right out front, continues to battle for it into the corner. She's tied up. Brnovic there to support. She comes away with the steal, turns, top of the circles, a shot. Mesner the save, and McKenzie gets a stick in quick, looking for a rebound, but there was none to be had. First 30 seconds of this Mounds View Irondale
well, again,
power
Jerry,
play have been spent in their own end.
Yeah, shorthanded, trying to get another opportunity here.
Brnovic's hard to get around, and McKenzie, they're both real good with active sticks, and they're able to take the puck away from you.
Face-off went forward, tried to send it out front. Brnovic couldn't get to it. Zahalka can. Crosses over with McKenzie, but the leave would not get there. Johnson to the other end, sends it in on Wastrel. Pretty easy save and cover.
Yeah, well, Johnson wants to try to do it herself right now, and that's just what you want to see against the team that's trying to score on you in the power play. They're not moving the puck around. A lot easier to defend one player than the open one.
Without a doubt. But, she has 16 goals, so she is their goal scorer, quite obviously.
Yeah. But yeah, you got to move the puck once in a while. So
you do.
I love seeing her lug it if you're a CPCR person,
because you only have to watch one player.
You got it.
Yep.
Puck cleared to center. Johnson sends it back in. Mounds View Irondale had to tag up. Gives Alphen a chance to swing it around. Easton able to force it past Johnson. Back out to center. Collected by Friedman. Pressured by Bowden at her blue line. Easton interrupts that pass. Johnson collects. Toe drags her way to the slot. Poked off her stick. She plays it behind. It's collected in the far corner by Milbert. Out to the point. Milbert gets it back at the hash marks. Lost the handle. Recollects as she spins towards the board. Pressured there by Bowden. Stays with it. Milbert back out to the line for Friedman. Friedman back to Milbert. Skipped off her stick. Poked free. A chance and a goal out front for Anna Kepke.
Well, that's what happens when you give up that puck in your zone. As well, you guys know, you have an opportunity to get a goal, and it's going to be a power play opportunity there, getting a goal for MVI.
It popped out to the one person you don't want it to go to, the open player in the back door. Well, they had some chances to get it out of the zone. Good for Mounds View, was able to keep it in and cycle that power play on the right side. And
the hard part is just you were able to, so close to getting that clear, and it's just tipped off of your stick and right to Kepke, who had a chance to settle it.
Yeah.
Put her head up and put it home.
Goal number 6 for her on the season.
And I love that shot from our camera person up in the rafters.
Yep.
Number 21, Anna Kepke.
This one trickles in on Wastrel. She'll cover up. 11:24 to go, period number 2.
Well, the team in white has to wake up and pick up their play again because they're in a hockey game today, and it doesn't matter how many wins you have. It seems sometimes teams rise to the occasion, and so far the team in green is doing that, Howie.
Well, they are. It's just like last year. I mean, well, it's a different game. They stayed in it. They were up 3-0 at one time against CPCR in the game they played a season ago.
Brnovic taking down along the boards. McKenzie able to force it into the zone. Mounds View Irondale gets it right back out. That pass behind Semling, collected by Milbert off the board. Couldn't get it in deep. Semling takes it away. Semling gaining some speed. Around the right corner behind the net. Out to the point. Milton plays it across the Hulka. That shot misses wide. Off the end boards. Again collected by Semling. A shot from the top of the point, or top of the circles. Saved and held by Mesner.
Yeah, Mesner saw that all the way. She had an open lane there. No one screening her. Able to make the save.
And that puck dropped right in front of her and smartly made sure she covered up.
Yeah, well, that's what she's been doing all day, and it's working.
Well, and again, her ability to see through the traffic. McKenzie was there trying to screen. She was knocked to the ice just as the shot was taken by Semling. No call, obviously. And back the other way. 3-on-2 at the line. Good stick from Alphen to sweep it away from Johnson. Then uses her body to shield it. Bowden there to support. Come up with a puck off the boards. Stopped up by Koepke. Easton now trying to get it back to Pitson. Bowden will play it into the zone. Pitson will hold it at the blue line. This one. Cincinnati, a Buck who gets it into the zone, dumping it deep. Wastrel sends it to the far boards. Bowden cross ice to Anna Pitson. Pitson to center ice, and that is offside.
Made that little move right before the blue line, and that'll cause an offside at least 90% of the time, Howie. You have to look that up with our stats department.
Do we have a stats department?
Just
it's
under
Joe.
It's you.
It's Joe. No,
Joe.
I thought it was Joe.
Just under 10 minutes remaining. Period number 2, we're all tied. Both goals scored during Mounds View Irondale power plays. A short-handed goal for CPCR in the first. A power play tally for Anna Koepke just a few moments ago to get us even at 1 apiece.
3-on-1.
And that one played across out of the reach of Aubrey Cummins. She tracks it down in the corner. Can't center. Can't get it past Roca. Now gets it into the middle. It was in the skates of Archer Norman. Olivia Reed off the boards and out to center. Sent back in. Carrying out Nola Milton. Icing waved off. May have been a bit shy of the red line, but given the benefit of the doubt. Pinching is Eswegan, able to disrupt a bit. There to force it back into the melee was McKenzie. His shot deflected. McKenzie battling for it. Brnovic recovers out of the corner. Sydney Brnovic down low. Semling turns away from the pressure by Cummins. Carries behind to McKenzie. Centering. Went right through the slot all the way back out to center. And Eswegan will track it down all the way back in her own end.
Yeah, and the
long pass ahead. McKenzie to the line, didn't have full control. Couple of players tied up going down dramatically. That was Annalie Hagen along with Sydney Brnovic. Semling is going to get another penalty for being big.
Yeah, well, that's one of the problems when you're stronger than other people and you bump into when they fall down.
The first one I get.
I don't get that one.
Well, the first one I get because she's so much larger,
Oh,
and it took a while for the other player to get up. I don't agree with a player ever being penalized for the result as opposed to the action.
Right.
But this one is two players battling for the puck, and it is that can't really see it. By that point, it's already happened. Two players battling for the puck. The one stronger on her skates is the one that ends up getting called.
Yeah, we have a goaltender change.
Grace London goal now for CPCR. Going to come in and take over for Wastrel.
Well, another senior.
I was just going to say another
senior night and split it just about 50-50, as close as you can get, really, by seconds. Brnovic with a steal along the boards. She races to center. Koepke trying to track her down, trying to slide it out front. Had McKenzie crashing down the slot, and now back the other way. A 3-on-2 at the blue line. Johnson walking in, a shot, the save by Lund, and that is how you test a goalie that just came in off the bench.
Guys, I was thinking about that. She comes in cold, against the team that is hungry.
Yeah, and on the power play.
And on a power play,
and
correct.
then she faces an essential breakaway from that team's best player. And that should 150% of the time be too many players on the ice, but maybe not.
Yeah, because it gave them an advantage. If they would have scored, that would have been interesting.
They hit her skates clearly as she was still getting her way over the board.
She was off the ice.
Was she?
Yeah, because her skate was off the ice.
Because the skate was off the ice? Okay.
I tell you, MVI is just winning puck battles right now. They're hungry.
Bowden able to gain control, play it not all the way down. Quick turnaround, gets away from Buck. She tracks it down from the faceoff dot. She scores another power play goal, and Mounds View Irondale takes a 1-0 lead, or 2-1 lead.
Yeah, again, you give that opportunity to Jerry too many times, and Buck made them pay.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a nice shot to get it past Lund.
Well, just loose play. All of a sudden, there you are. You got one person back. You got people out of position, and she's roaring down the wing, and she's able to get the angle and put it up high. That's where aggression will get you sometimes.
Yep,
you got
absolutely.
3 players up above the puck, and you're killing a penalty, and it turns it over the other way, and away they go.
Yep, all of a sudden now MVI takes a 2-1 lead and grabs the momentum.
Yeah, well, CPCR is not playing the kind of game they need to play.
We're not here in a second.
Especially for the playoffs as well. They better get it together.
Well, they just got in offside.
There.
And they got a goal. That was 100% offside, but Sydney Bernovic, a very quick answer. We're even at 2 apiece.
Wow, you couldn't get much quicker than that, guys.
8 seconds.
Well, good thing there's no video replay.
Yeah, because, you are correct. But, hey, you know what? That's the way you answer.
Yeah, and you see Semling clearly in the zone. Way in the zone.
I tell you what. If I was on the other bench, I would be having a
conniption
red face fit.
Yep.
Semling sends it in, swept to the side by Messner. Semling tripped up. Johnson battling her way past the defenders. Good stick. Johnson stays with it. Nearly dragged it through everyone. Instead, Semling racing back the other way. Semling around the corner, takes it behind. Trying to play it out front. McKenzie can't get to it. It's swept to the corner. Kepke there first. Intercepted by Semling. Backhanded out front, swept away quickly. Mounds View Irondale gets out to center. Johnson's pass taken away. McKenzie skates into the zone, through the defenders, and stopped point blank by Messner. She'll hold for the faceoff. 6:01 to go, period number 2.
Man, oh man, that Messner has made some saves, Howie.
She's really kept the score where it is at this point. Yeah, she's done a really nice job of just staying tall in net.
That's the 5th shot in the house I have for the period for CPCR, and she's saved all but one of them.
Face off to her right. Won by Easton back at the point. Milton. Her shot deflected up and over into the corner. Pageant jams down. Easton battles for it. Bowden comes away with it. Able to track it down again, and we're going to get a pair of penalties as Easton and Aubrey Cummings were all tied up in the corner.
Well, it's probably time for the referees to take one of each to settle them down a little bit because it's getting physical. You can see right here, there's some pushing and scrumming, there's a little grabbing. And
this game has been physical from the jump, guys. And they're calling some things. They're obviously letting things get away.
Well, and that's the kind of game MVI wants to play because that's how you beat a team that's better than you.
Exactly.
You get in their head, you get scrappy, you make them work, you make them get frustrated.
Yep.
And they are frustrating them right now.
Face-off win for Mounds View Irondale. Played to the line, held there by Oswego. Turning with it, Bernovic got away from her. She battles into the corner, bumped off it by Hagen. More bodies go down. Another referee arm goes up. We've got more calls to be made And it's going to lead to another Mounds View Irondale power play. They've got 2 power play goals here in this second period. This time it's Lily McKenzie, 2 minutes for roughing. And it comes at 11:29, just 14 seconds after the coincidentals.
No, you see it here. Here you go. And you come right in and give her a check.
Oh,
That should
right
be a
to the-
5.
yeah.
That's a check to the head. You
It is.
You got to quit doing that stuff.
Absolutely. I mean, Coach Getty said we want to be aggressive, but
Yeah.
not in that way.
You know, you do this next game, your season will be over because you're going to lose in the playoffs.
Yep.
I'll just say that right now.
Yep. You're putting it out there.
Yeah.
Centering attempt comes all the way back out to the point, sent just wide. Johnson at the hash marks. Sends it back down low for Walsh. Walsh tied up, comes free for Semling. Semling will swing it around, takes a funny bounce off the high glass. Mounds View Irondale able to keep in at the blue line. Semling a hard hit, and now she's got a breakaway the other way, shorthanded. Out front, Bernovic turned away by Mesner.
Oh, my.
Stepping up to disrupt the pass was Milton. Mounds View Irondale able to recollect. Johnson, top of the circles. Her pass deflected away by Milton. Recovered in the corner. Played out to the point for Friedman. Her shot misses into the near corner. Johnson recovers. Back down low. Centering attempt. Deflected, broken up. Bowden tracks it down far side. And she will find a lane all the way to the far corner.
Good job by Tessa.
Yeah, they did
the opening.
Clear a little pressure.
50 seconds remaining in the power play. CPCR continuing again to be aggressive shorthanded and make it difficult for Mounds View to even get to the other end. Good step up anticipation from Alphen.
Yep.
She'll send it in.
Yeah, that's how you kill a power play off of their team. You just get in their way and jam it back down on them.
Metz down the near wing, played it back to the point, nobody there. Back in her own end is Hagan. Had to get it past Pitson. Pitson pressuring with speed, disrupting things through center, and that'll do it for the rest of McKenzie's penalty. Back to 5-on-5, 3:20 to go. Period number 2, we're tied at 2.
Yeah,
This one
it's
is
going
going to struggle, but it's going to get there.
It's that curveball kind of took a curve to the right.
Took a little left to right turn, like your putts on the golf course, right? You know,
No.
roll them right at the hole. Like
Yeah. No, I'm true. I'm straight and true.
see that nice pass? There it is, but you just got a little too tight, and the goaltender's again down, but blocking the whole net.
Mesner's again been strong, aggressive, came out to meet the shooter.
Yes, he did. Been doing that all day. So what do you do when they're that aggressive? You got to make a move to get them to the go one way and get them back either 5-hole or far side, or shoot quicker.
Pass got out. That'll be offside. So left there, and CPCR just can't keep it under control. Keeps bouncing. Shoveled into the slot. Collected by Semling out of the corner. She's tripped up, and that'll get a power play for the home team again. Bernovic
Grace, get out.
gets there. That's played across, intercepted by Milburn, and we will get the whistle. 2:37 to go. Taylor Metz heads to the sin bin for a trip.
We've seen a lot of players in the box here so far.
Yeah, she made that cut across, and that player got beat. She drug her stick out there to take her down.
She got beat.
Yep.
That was all she could do.
Guaranteed too many penalties for both coaches' liking here in this second period.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's been pretty ugly.
Tessa Bowden pushed out of the circle. McKenzie will take over and win the draw. Bowden back to the point. Semling shot is blocked. And all the way back to the other end. Bernovic has to race there to get there in front of Johnson. Bernovic around Johnson, speed down the wing.
I was gonna say, she's so quick.
She is
All the
fast.
way to the corner, fights through a hook. Back to the point for Semling. Across. McKenzie looking for a deflection at the top of the crease. Nobody could get a stick on it. Bernovic keeps it in at the blue line. Semling waiting. Her pass deflected and will come back out to center. McKenzie will recover and regroup.
That was a nice job by Johnson to get her stick on the puck.
He's everywhere.
Oswego into the far corner. Plays it behind. Great feed through the seam. Semling shot deflected wide. Good hold at the line by Alford. Plays it across. Semling walking in, a shot that was deflected and ends up in the near corner. A little more than midway through the power play. Alfin through traffic, a save made by Mesner.
Yeah.
Not sure how she saw it.
I don't sure either.
She's on her game.
That's the 8th power play shot of the period for CPCR.
Yeah.
That one skips past Alfin back out to
You got
center.
a line
Quick
change.
regroup. Semling trying to get around, poked away by Walsh. Semling, top of the circles. Her shot deflected up and into the corner. McKenzie up top, Alfin. Alfin threw everybody into the far corner. Shoveled back down low by Semling. She'll step off, 15 seconds left, played out front, and then swept back to the corner. Zahalka there. Bowden comes away with it behind the net. McKenzie out front, redirect. Mesner makes the save, gets the quick whistle, and she was still bobbling the puck out front. CPR is threatening, but not able to cash in.
No, Mesner's got 23 saves on the 25 shots, and that's the reason the game is tied. There it is, right in front, and bobbled around, and was there for the taking, but she jumped on it.
Two seconds left on the penalty to Taylor Metz. Tied up. Zahalka will send it down and around. Bowden spinning away from the pressure along the end line. Back out to the point. Milton. That shot deflected, tipped, and finally controlled into the corner by Hagen. Tied up there by Pitson. Played back to the point by CPCR. That shot through traffic, sticked away by Mesner. Again, a battle going on in the corner. Physical play has definitely increased here in the second period, as have the number of penalties. But we've got a tight one, 2-2 after 2. Couple of power play goals for Irondale Mounds View to take a lead, and then as quick an answer as you can have, just 8 seconds later, CPCR able to get the goal from Bernovic, her second of the game, and that has us back at even at 2-2. And now down on the bench with Mounds View Irondale head coach Sammy Miller is our Howie Shapiro. Howie?
Thanks, Joe. Coach, 2-2 after two. I'm sorry. You know, I thought in that first period you guys did a really nice job in terms of trying to get opportunities on the power play, but then you converted 2 of those to get that to where you are now. Talk a little bit about what you saw in that first period, and I'll tell you, your goaltender has been keeping you in this contest.
Yeah, our goaltending's been great. We wanted to shut down that top line, and I think our line's been doing a good job of keeping them to the outside, not giving them a whole lot. And then our power play in the second period started to figure it out. We just needed to put 2 on the puck. They're too fast for us to just have 1 on. When we're on a power play, we got to get possession and go to work.
And I imagine your message to the girls be, let's try and stay out of the box here in this third period. Two important game for both your guys.
Yeah, it's a section opponent, so a win here would be huge. We got to stay out of the box, and we got to keep burying pucks. I mean, 2 goals on 11 shots. Let's get more shots on net and keep putting them away.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the third. We're going to take a break right now and break down the second period right after this.
back at the Crick, and it all comes down to the final period of this final regular season game. We've talked about it all season. We definitely talked about it at the beginning. Can't overlook anyone.
Nope.
And CPCR has had a lot of games this season that they've, even though they have come away with wins in most of those games, could have been much more convincing victories, and this so far has been one of those.
All you have to do is run into a hot goalie, Howie, and I think that's happening.
It's totally happening, quite obviously, and they're going to have to find a way to beat her. You know, obviously they've scored a couple of times, but as this game goes on, she'll continue to get strong.
Well, and just way too many penalties in that second period for the home team. Actually, I guess they've been shorthanded 3 times in each of the first 2 periods, but in the second period, Mounds View Irondale able to convert on 2 of their 3 power play opportunities, but then just 8 seconds later, get away with a little bit of a missed offside, but Sydney Bernovic shelves it for her second of the game. Almost had the hat trick, including 2 shorties with that setup point blank. But again, Messner has been the story, and she's the reason we're still in a 2-2 game.
Yeah, and Mounds View Irondale, I mean, 2 for 6 in the power play, 6 shots. I mean, that's where they're living today. Is the key to the third period is stay out of the penalty box.
Yeah, when I talked to Coach, I asked her about that second goal. I said, "Did you guys know that it was offsides?" And she said they had no clue. Had no clue. Unfortunately for CPCR, it wasn't called.
Yeah, and it was relatively egregious in my opinion. But I saw it right away. Just because there was a little bit of a delay, a breakup just before the blue line, and June was clearly in early. She was on her way back out when Sydney came in, and
she wasn't close.
No. And hey, you let it go. Bernovic took full advantage and a beautiful shot. Don't take anything away from her.
No.
But you know, Howie, I'm not terribly surprised to see that the goaltender is the star of the team for Mounds View Irondale. Coach Sammy Miller was the starting goaltender for Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids, the original co-op for the Coon Rapids girls program. She was the starting goaltender in both of those 2 seasons, posting some pretty impressive numbers in her sophomore year, year 1. She had a 13-4 record, 2.02 goals against, 908 saves percentage, and then as a junior in year 2 of the co-op, she had a 15-9-1 record, which is the entirety of the season for the team, and a 191 goals against, 934 saves percentage. And after year 1 of the Catbirds, saw a team that had a relatively potent offense. They lost a couple of big point scorers off the top of that roster. So in year 2, really Sammy was the star of the show as the netminder, and then she finished her career after Champlin Park Coon Rapids had joined forces and the Coon Rapids program had moved over here. She, being from Spring Lake Park, stayed obviously with the Panthers then. McKenzie from the top of the circles, a glove save by Messner.
They save again.
But I imagine Coach Gutty told his squad, we just have to be aggressive. We have to continue to get shots at the net. We have to find a way to beat this keeper.
Yeah, that was a nice shot.
Only 11 shots on goal so far for MVI through these first 2 periods.
But those power plays have been the difference for them.
Oh, absolutely.
Sorry, that was Semling from the top of the circle. Semling shot blocked, and Zaholka can't keep it in at the line. Pressure coming. Milbert forces it free, gets it into the zone. She gets support from Taylor Metz, who plays it down deep. Poked along by CPCR. Sydney Bernovic skating with it. Will circle away. Pressure coming from Maria Walsh. McKenzie into the zone. Not a lot on that shot. Messner knocks it down, covers it up. Official takes a hard spill in the corner, but looks like he's going to be okay.
Yeah, shake it off.
Yeah, well, they evidently got the message to keep shooting the puck because they're firing the puck.
That's what they had to do.
Yep. Just keep shooting on that goaltender and try to get a rebound. She left a little bit of a rebound there, so.
Yeah, she has done a pretty nice job. Again, I've complimented many times her ability to track through traffic, but her rebound control has also been pretty good. Another shot this time doesn't get through traffic. It was blocked up by Nadia Buck. Played around behind. Hagen will retreat back to the corner, pressured by Easton. Pitts in there as well. That pass behind Johnson. She's got to circle back for it off the boards. Johnson.
Eye on her. Here she goes.
Trying to gain speed and find some room through neutral ice. Sends it in and gives chase. Swept away from her by Oswego. Pitson collects off the board, plays out to center at her own blue line. To turn it around is a player not on our roster.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I don't know that she played in either of the first two periods because I didn't see a number 20.
All right.
Paginen steps up to disrupt in front of Koepke. Now Paginen back down for Peterson on the boards. A shot through traffic, save, rebound kicked out. And Oswego will send it back down and around. Reed ties up.
Nobody there.
Played back to the point, but defender on a line change. Alphen able to skate out of her zone through some traffic, gets to the offensive end, and it's swept off her stick by Friedman, able to recollect off the boards. Alphen, top of the zone, will shovel it in on the backhand. Down low, Brnovic kicks it free. Centering attempt by McKenzie, broken up, and played back out to center. Semling spins away from Cummins. Cuts back across, lost the handle. Brnovic into the zone. Stops up. Plays it across. Walking in. Zaholka, a shot, a glove save, and a hold for Maddie Mesner. 14-10 remains period 3.
Yep, that was a good pass, good vision. Get the player in the off wing, wide open. Take the puck to Hulka and get a good shot on.
Yeah, third shot on goal here in the third period for CPCR.
That time. Yeah, and there's the goaltender.
She's coming up strong.
Off the face-up, played back to the point. Alphen through traffic. Patted away by Mesner. Brnovic tied up in the corner. McKenzie digging for it as well. Brnovic ends up going down, comes away with the puck. Kicks it free to Alphen, chopped off of her stick. And out to center by Taylor Metz. Turned right back in by Zaholka, who sends it in deep. McKenzie pokes it away from Hagen, who goes down to the ice.
Take advantage of that player without the stick.
Yep.
Semling comes out of the fray with it. Top of the circles, turns and shoots. Blocker save, Mesner. Pitson back out to the point. Alphen walking in from the slot, deflected and ends up wide. Nearly went back against the grain as Mesner was moving to her right.
That's awesome.
Great job by Zaholka to win that race and sweep it back in deep. They get a line change, and MVI is just absolutely gassed, not able to get it out of their zone. CPCR getting some fresh legs in. Long shot, pad save, rebound. Sent back toward the net, but blocked into the corner. Pitson tied up along the boards. Coming away with it, Buck not able to clear. Milton back to Easton. Got under her stick. Easton pressures down in the corner, tied up there by Lane. Lane able to come away with it. She just wants to get it the length of the ice and does. And that will be icing.
Well, it was a good shift.
Yeah, it was a good shift. And they kept the MVI players on the ice
really
longer
good
than they wanted.
two shifts
Yep.
that played consecutively in the offensive zone. And there's that deflection that Mesner would have had no chance to try and get back to, but deflected just wide.
No, Mesner, you look at her numbers, 906 save percentage. You can see that she's been good even on a losing team.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, her record isn't gonna indicate that, but her stats will.
Yeah, her play is showing it today.
Reed trying to play it out front. It was in the skates of Avery Anderson. Anderson, a deflection in, and Mesner able to save and cover.
Yeah, so when you see a goaltender like this, she's getting ready for the playoff run in the sections. This team could upset somebody.
Hey, anytime you have a hot goaltender in net, that'll keep you in the contest.
Yes, indeed. And the CPCR goaltenders have done their job today as well. Just 11 shots. When you're lonely down there, all of a sudden you get a tough opportunity. They've been able to make the saves for the most part.
And both of Mounds View Irondale's goals coming on the power play. And they have spent a lot of time with that advantage here in this game. Brnovic digs it free, trying to attack, forced into the corner, circles back, out to the point. Pageant fanned on it. Pokes free, she's pressured, back out to center, got it back for Brnovic. Into the zone, CPCR able to tag up this time. Brnovic in deep, staying away from Walsh, forced along the boards, off the puck. That puck in the skates of Metz. She's able to clear it back out to center. Alphen circles, stops up, and will head up ice. Alphen. Short angle, Mesner, rebound, still loose. Clearing attempt, intercepted by Semling, trying to find a lane back to the net. That's blocked by Harold, and now it's sent the length of the ice. Another icing call, another offensive zone face-off with 10:59 to go.
I didn't think they necessarily had to ice the puck in that situation.
They're a little bit hairy right now.
Maybe. Yeah,
there it was another save.
Great opportunity there.
Mesner hasn't left a lot of rebounds in that one, just on a seemingly harmless shot from like absolutely zero angle, but coughed it up, and McKenzie was there banging away for the rebound. Bowden able to get through some traffic across. Milton a shot that was going wide, blocker down, pushed back at her by Easton, and Mesner able to cover up for the faceoff. Near side this time.
Yeah, that's the right idea. Just keep shooting pucks at her. Sooner or later, she might make a mistake.
Easton tied up off the draw, kick to Milton, her shot blocked. Bowden had it tipped off her stick as she went to shoot. Easton battling behind the net. Pitson there as support, has it on her backhand. Battling along the end line, she's pinched into the corner. Koepke has it lost in her skates. She's tied up along the boards. Milton joins the fray. Pitson can't control. Pitson knocks a player to the ice. Play continues. Milton sidesteps her shot through the blue paint into the far corner. Zahalka plays it back down low, and this one is sent the length of the ice, and that nearly could have been a stretch pass for Sarah Johnson, who was right at the top of the zone. And if that's 10 feet to the left,
that could be trouble.
CPCR is in big trouble.
Big trouble.
Well, I have a feeling that's what they're thinking about the rest of the game. With that really heavy forecheck, sometimes they pinch, they get deep, no rotation. She'll spring out to the top of the blue line, and they'll try to find her. So you got to be aware of her.
Koepke pitchforks it out to center. Johnson trying to collect off the board. Can't get past Oswego cleanly. There to help is Peterson. Played across. And now off the boards, just out of the reach of Roca. Pageant can't keep it in. Got into the lineman's skates, and that may be a benefit for the home team.
It was.
Kind of broke up what would have been a 3-on-2. Peterson circling through the neutral zone. Passing the skates of Roca. Poked away from her by Buck, far boards. MVI getting a line change, comes across. They'll just dump it in. CPCR getting some fresh bodies on the ice too. A chance in the slot that was in the skates of Metz, or she would have had a one-time opportunity.
Yeah, that would have been a goal.
Getting through some sticks is Walsh, centering, nobody able to get a stick on it. Friedman from the point, blockered into the corner. Brnovic collects for CPCR. Circles, gains some speed. She'll race down the right wing as Lily McKenzie with her. Chopped off her stick, can't collect. Friedman can. Pushed out to center by Metz. CPCR back to regroup in their own end. Brnovic ahead for Semling. Tips it to where McKenzie can get there. McKenzie trying to get around the corner, dragged down by Annalie Hagen. And CPCR is going back on the power play midway through this third period. We're tied at 2-all.
Yeah, well, Lily McKenzie had her speed going there, and she's able to start getting the corner, and there's only one way to take her down, and that was to grab her.
With the body, yep. No, great opportunity here for CPCR if they can find a way to put it behind Mesner.
8:22 left, and you have 31 shots and only 2 goals, and this goaltender is starting to get into your head.
Yep.
Bowden plays it back to Semling. It got away from her a bit. Milbert got it out to center and then lost the handle. Bernovic looking for some room, finding a little bit down the wing. Top of the circle, a shot deflected wide. Collected off the boards and played around by Lane, but held there by Semling. McKenzie, that shot deflected wide. Bowden looking for the redirect, got a little too much of it. Then the pass in the skates of McKenzie. Bowden doesn't make the clear so easy. Johnson recovers, swings it around. Milbert plays it off the board. Semling collects, skates to the slot. Shot and a goal! June Semling lights the lamp on the power play and puts CPCR back ahead with 7:38 to go in the third.
Well, you can't let her walk from the wall to the middle.
Say that. She did a great job of walking inside and getting in close, and she's not going to miss from there.
No, she had every opportunity to put a nice shot because she had time. She had the right angle. And you'll see her work here on the wall. She's there. She gets that puck tipped by and steps into the middle.
Well, and she's got such a quick release and just an accurate fast shot. And Swegan taking up some space at the top of the crease.
31 goals on the season for June Semling.
Point number 49.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Centering pass and a quick answer. Kepke has her second of the game.
Unbelievable. Well, good hockey game, but I'm telling you that next shift afterwards just did not do the job defensively.
No, did not do the job defensively at all, and you let her come inside on you. And again, a quick answer for MBI.
Heck of an answer.
Just 15 seconds. We saw CPCR answer in just 8 seconds.
Yeah, there you go, just walking right down the wall, get the corner, come on in.
Too much watching, and no one picking up Kepke in the slot.
Scoring for MPI number 21.
CPCR in offside.
Yeah, huge goal. Huge goal. But there's still plenty of time obviously left, but all of a sudden you give CPCR the momentum and then you take it right back.
3 goals on 13 shots, a pretty good percentage.
It's a very good percentage.
For the green, not a good percentage for the white.
Nope.
Bernovic carries in, trying to center. That's deflected. Cleared back to the line, not out. So Halka down low. Bernovic, or McKenzie from behind. A shot for Semling turned away by Mesner. Milton fanned on it, but got it right back. Leaves it off for Semling. Semling all the way across. The Halka, a shot, glove save, and Mesner will hold for a faceoff.
Yep, easy shot, no traffic, no saddle the whole way.
Yeah, she looked it right into her glove.
Yeah, that's her 31st save.
It's impressive.
That's a good night for her.
Yep.
Good afternoon, evening.
Easton pokes it free. Anna Pitson tied up. Easton got it loose again. Hagen gets there in front of her. Bowden there to support. They're all tied up into the corner. 4 players scrum. Easton forces Hagen back in. It comes back the near way. Milton shot blocked. Steps up. Keeps it away from Kepke. Easton trying to center. Pitson looking for room. Out to Milton. Plays it across. The Halka. Shot. Saved into the corner by Mesner.
Nice.
Out to the point. Milton. That shot. A deflection right out front. It skipped over the pad. But Mesner able to hold on. A good stick out front from Caitlin Easton. It hopped over the pad, but Mesner got just enough of it to knock it down and get the cover.
Yeah, it all started with the great forward. This is the best shift this line's had today. I mean, their forecheck kept turning pucks over. They kept getting it to the point, getting shots. Just unfortunately no goal, and we have a penalty again, huh? There's a green player in the box.
There is a green player in the box, and now
Nadia Buck in.
A minor penalty has been assessed to FBI's number 6, Nadia Buck, 2 minutes for cross-checking.
Cross-check the call. CPCR got a power play goal last time out. This shot from the point got through. Mesner holds in front of the rebound attempt for Kylie Swiegen.
Yeah, Swiegen down there doing the dirty work, screening the goaltender, and it works.
Well, and I was just going to say, you know, we saw with the last Champlin Park Coon Rapids goal the benefit of having a player taking the goalie's eyes away. That last opportunity, you know, she saw it all the way, but that stick getting in right at the right time nearly made it a Coon Rapids Champlin Park goal.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Like Coach Gutty said, simplify it.
Cross ice, Semling got a deflection out front. Mesner able to make the save and hold on. And bodies right there at the top of the crease for the home team. Poking away, looking for the rebounds. And again, Mesner keeping it close and covering it quickly.
Red's in the house.
Red's in the house.
Always.
He's always in the house.
There he is.
Yeah. It's really unique to have somebody like Red supporting your high school team.
He's the best. There's no question. He's the best.
McKenzie sets up behind her own net. Leaves it for Brnovic. Brnovic with speed through center. Had it swept off her stick as Swiegen pushes it back down into the corner. Brnovic has it there for Semling, top of the circle. Across, one-timer for McKenzie. Save made by Mesner. Again, up top, Semling shoots through traffic, a save. Mesner didn't know where it was until it hit her right pad.
Oh my!
I thought it hit the post too.
Yeah,
I heard the clang.
That was a tough chance to not go in because it was right there.
Yep.
Semling will gain speed. Cuts across. Splitting defenders, couldn't quite bring the puck with her. Out to McKenzie, a shot that hit the traffic in front. And it's cleared to center by Stella Hagen.
Yeah, Mounds View Irondale has the strategy of, watch it there, dangling alone again. You know, just putting everybody in front of the net.
Yep.
So you got to get it through 4 bodies to get to the goaltender.
It's all good shot.
That's great
broken
strategy.
Up and cleared, and that will do it for the power play. But 4 shots on that power play and some really good looks. And again, Mesner really keeping him in this game.
Well, it's fitting that script again. The shots are almost 40-13, 39-13, and they're tied.
Zalka spins towards the boards. Her pass deflected. Sarah Johnson will send it out to center ahead to Kepke. Kepke's pass broken up, but Johnson collects her shot, blocked by Milton. Kept in on the far side by Friedman, and in on goal, and Lund will cover it up. And
Johnson's been active all night, but they've kept her off the board.
Yeah.
Well, the JV team, CPCR, had a 3-1 lead that they lost in the third period and ended up tying 3-3 in overtime. And here we are in the varsity contest, 3-3, 3:32 to go in the third period.
Yeah, let's have to keep playing solid defense and try to get that 4th goal.
McKenzie turning up ice. Will skate through center. Trying to drop it for Semling. She was challenged, tried to poke it back to her. Clear attempt. Milton centering. Bounces around. Semling tried to flip it over Mesner. Flipped it over the net entirely.
Oh, she had her down too, unfortunately.
When it's your day, it's your day.
It's very, very true.
Well, that's the speed.
Milton pressured and coming away with it is Buck, trying to stop up in the offensive zone. Gets his shot. Lund makes the save and holds for the faceoff. Attacking 1v4, she got herself a good scoring chance.
She did.
She did a stop and go move, and she stopped and then cut to the middle, and darn near got there.
Yeah, once she stopped, that defender went by her, and she had a good look at the goal.
Well, never give up the middle of the rink.
Oh.
See here. All of a sudden, got the outside. She got the middle.
And she stepped around Milton.
Tie up off the draw. Puck comes loose to the corner. CPCR able to get it out to center. Annalie Hagen will send it back in. Shoveled back out by Paginen. And now here's Caitlin Easton working her way into the offensive end. Bowden walking in. Her shot knocked away by Mesner at 40th shot of the game for CPCR. All the way back to the other end, and that is icing. Just barely had enough to get across the line.
Yeah, and here comes a line that's getting a lot of ice time third period.
I was just going to say, it gives it up the stop and play. The icing gives an opportunity for that first line to get back on the ice. And that's who you want out there when you're in a situation with 2:13 remaining. You're tied at 3. You'd like to see one of your big guns put the game-winning goal in.
Yes, you would, but MVI put their guns out there too.
Well,
their best
they
player.
Face-off win and a chance for McKenzie, turned away by Mesner. Kepke has it swept off her stick. Bernovic interrupts the breakout. Finally, they get it across to Johnson. Johnson will send it cross corner into the zone. Kepke gets there first. Kepke tied up by Eswegan. McKenzie long pass, nearly intercepted by Johnson.
Yeah, that would have been trouble.
That would have been.
Eswegan out of the corner, trying to get it to Bernovic. Johnson got in the way. That's interception by Paginen. Plays it across, just out of the reach of Semling. Turned around by Harold. McKenzie chased by Johnson back behind her own net. Will reverse. Semling turns away from Stella Hagen, flips it ahead for Eswegan. Back for Semling into the zone. Had it poked off her stick. Kylie Dahl spinning with it for Mounds View Irondale. Pressured, coughs it up. Bernovic couldn't get through. Poked at by Eswegan. Bernovic again. Bernovic to high slot. Redirected on goal. Mesner able to make the save and cover up. Not a but still continue to put pressure in and create chaos around the opposing keeper.
Yeah, I like what Easton did. She took a quick shot there. She just right away, the puck was in front of her, and she just shot it. Yep. Sometimes it'll work.
Timeout, Champlin Park, Coon Rapids, 53 seconds left in regulation.
Yeah, when you have 41 shots to 15, you're tied at 3-3, Howie, it makes you kind of shake your head a little bit and go,
Yeah, just 4 shots on goal for this period for MVI.
And when they get a shot, though, they're usually dangerous.
They are.
Because it's a turnover and an odd rush or something.
Well, in this situation, but every 5th shot is a goal.
Well, and if you're Champlin Park, Coon Rapids again, you'd love to get rested and get that, as you were both talking about, having that top line back out there with about 2.5 minutes left. The only drawback was that 2.5 minute time frame. They ended up playing in their defensive end a lot and wasting their energy.
Yep.
And now, again, you call the timeout here with 53 seconds. I would assume we see that top line back out there with the offensive zone face.
How would you not? Yeah.
They'll be out there. And we saw a little peek of what Miller was drawing on the board there, and it looks like they want to spring somebody when they get aggressive.
Gee, who do you think that is?
Yeah, I would assume that you're going to see Sarah Johnson on that left wing, and they try and go indirect stretch pass, send it up and out, let her try and race onto it in space. And she will be out there, and she will be lined up on that left wing.
Yeah, and she was getting a little extra talking to by the coach before she went there. So.
Nadia Buck against McKenzie off the draw. McKenzie forces it right on net. Mesner hops and covers up. Face-off win for McKenzie, played back to the point. Eswegan sends it into the near corner. Trying to seal the boards. Brnovic comes away with it, poked off her stick. Sent back in deep
Johnson
by Zaholka.
Yeah, she's just floating around looking for spots.
Tried to go back cross ice for Koepke. Now second chance gets it to her. She skates through center. Well, he was so adamant with the no call. The player was fully in the zone, had dropped her stick.
Stick right in the armpit there. Didn't call that.
McKenzie races to the other end. On her backhand, flips it. Mesner the save. Rebound chance for Brnovic. Didn't get through. Turnaround chance. Brnovic from her knees on the backhand. And we are going to overtime.
Wow.
Well, good effort.
Fitting.
Just goaltenders on her game today.
Yep, 40 saves.
So these are the games you got to find a way to beat her, because if this is a playoff game, you got to find a way to get the puck by that goaltender who's hot, and usually it's screens, it's tips, it's traffic.
Well, we will take a break, and we will be back with bonus hockey right after this. You're watching the regular season finale for the Champlin Park Coon Rapids girls hockey team, only on CTN.
Did you know major recreational equipment like RVs, campers, converted buses, and boats are allowed on residential property in Coon Rapids? But you are limited to 2 items that must be registered and operable. And any vehicle parked at a home for more than 12 hours must not exceed a certain size. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
They're missing the net or getting blocked. Back at the creek, just about ready to play some overtime.
Yeah, overtime. How about that? 2 games in a row today, Howie.
Section rivals.
Absolutely. Same score.
Same score.
Overtime.
Section rivals that coming in, Champlin Park Coon Rapids solidly the number 3 with an argument that could be made for number 2 in the section. Mounds View Irondale, on the other hand, firmly in the number 8 spot.
Well, I tell you, there's a nice goal again by Brnovic by waiting the goaltender out, because she was very aggressive.
Goal in the first period was the only goal of the first period. And then Mounds View Irondale, a couple of goals on their power plays to take the 2-1 lead. The second one by Nadia Buck put them up 2-1, but just 8 seconds later, Sydney Brnovic had her second of the game. Made it 2-2. Then in the third period, June Semling, power play goal on a quick wrist shot, put CPCR briefly back in front, because 15 seconds later, the backhanded feed from Paige Friedman and the one-time goal for Anna Koepke got us back to even.
Well, any shot in overtime is a good shot, and you just want to get the puck in their end and just keep shooting, and then make sure you don't give up any odd rushes.
Correct. We got eight minutes of extra hockey here. See how it plays out.
Well, that means you're going to get 8 minutes of overtime, Howie, on your paycheck, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Gee, can I add an extra 8 minutes? I don't know.
Yeah, well, it'll be 80 cents.
McKenzie in the face-off circle against Buck. McKenzie able to win it, and overtime is underway at the Ice Center. Zaholka back across. Milton ahead for Semling. Semling into the zone, top of the circles. Shot to goal! Just 14 seconds into the extra period. June Semling nets her second of the night, It's an overtime game winner.
Well, the defense made a big mistake by backing in.
Yes.
She had a 1-on-2, and they both kept backing and gave her the screen and let her get to her shooting spot. And you don't want to do that because you'll see it here in the replay, Howie.
21, we'll put the puck in the back of the net.
Back and forth. Forechecker comes over, move it back. Look for Semling coming through the middle on the regroup. Here she comes, and they're backing, and
that's way too much room. And we talked about it. She's got a great shot, quick release, fast, accurate. That one, top shelf where Grandma keeps the cookies.
Yep, big win because they had to fight for it, and that's a good thing heading into the playoffs. As a reminder.
No.
Any given day, a team can beat you, so you have to just keep going at it and try to. A win's a win.
Right. I mean, if you can argue for that too, great. But you lose this game, and you're definitely not going to get that too.
Yeah, you had no argument if you lost this game. Nope. I think you really needed to win this convincingly.
I agree.
To really have that push for the second. I mean, they still.
Too bad the 44 shots don't say it's convincing. Rather the score, right?
Correct.
It's just the score. And give credit to Mesner. She did it.
Oh, I
feel badly for her because she did a great job. She stood on her head all night long.
I'll tell you what, if Centennial's the 1 seed and they're the last 8 seed, and Centennial doesn't know they're going to be playing a good goaltender, they better watch out.
Absolutely.
Well, we will be there when this team finds its way to the playoffs. Likely they will be the number 3 seed, and also very likely they will see Rogers as the number 6 team. A team, again, they've beaten twice this year, but both in similar fashion to this, where they were way ahead in shots on goal, but getting by with 1 and 2 little wins.
And Rogers is a good goaltender. I remember that game we covered earlier. Yeah, she played well. So,
Nothing's easy.
Nothing is easy.
Nothing is easy.
No. But they won. Congratulations to the seniors for an outstanding career here at the Crick and beyond, because we enjoyed watching them, didn't we, Joe and Howie?
We certainly did. And we will continue to watch them. Hopefully they'll make their way through the section.
We see the boys basketball team on Monday, the girls basketball team on Wednesday, the 5th, and then Jerry Grant doing some gymnastics on Thursday.
Oh, I am?
Against Anoka.
I better go watch a gymnastics meet and see what's going on. Do they have 8 events or 5 or 6?
You can channel your inner Nadia Comaneci.
Oh, my. You tell me I'm going to get a 10?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, good.
But that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score in overtime, Champlin Park, Coon Rapids, a 4-3 winner against Mounds View. Irondale, want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro and Jerry Grant, I'm Joe Young, saying goodnight.